Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it second and medium. Looking to pass, it's Williams. Extending the play now. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. The Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's moving out of the pocket. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
The offense does a good job of utilizing the play-action pass, sucking those linebackers up against the run to give the quarterback a nice window behind them to be able to make that throw downfield to the tight end.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Trying to extend the play. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. The last possession, they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Important second down play coming up.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
He shreds the tackle. Unleashes the stiff arm. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up 1st and goal now. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Go to the corner of the end zone, but it's incomplete. Held to a field goal their first drive. Now it's 3rd and goal, where they settle for 3 again. Back to pass. It's Williams. Looking for 6. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on 4th down. And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He'll take a deep shot. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Takes the handoff. It's Taylor. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Throws it to the right. It's caught downfield. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the...
Makes the catch. Can he get in? No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. The 20, inside the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Oh, my, what a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Williams. He's escaping the pocket now. Finds a receiver wide open. An explosive play. They finally got him, but at the 40.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. In the clear at the 25. Enough for the first, but still going. Touchdown, Minnesota. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, what a play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First down, looking to throw the football. Looking downfield. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent. This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle?
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead,
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. To throw, it's Williams. Now rolling out to his left. He's going to take off here. He's found some room at the 45. And he heads out of bounds after another big scramble. This defense has had no answer for the quarterback runs today. The Golden Gophers will have first and 10 here. Finding some room at the 25. They'll head out of bounds after another big gain. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. And then first down, right back to the running game. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun, making people miss. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And the Golden Gophers hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Let's see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator,
touchdown, Golden Gophers. And this one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job with this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And they finally stopped him, but a decent gain that time. Second down after that run on the previous play. Dropping back, it's Williams. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Touchdown, Minnesota. To stretch the lead, the route is on. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, of double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Second down play coming up. They're going to run it here. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's going to take off. Breaks loose at the 45. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He eludes the rush. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, the quarterback knew the one.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Scanning the field, it's Williams. Looking to scramble. On the run here. Lets it go. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Minnesota offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off.
They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Let's see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to scramble now. Finding space at the 20. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Golden Gophers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the move, looking deep. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
That's a big gain of the play. He's out of bounds, and that'll end the 3rd quarter. And it's Minnesota in front here. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle. A shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. So let's get back to the action. 1 quarter away. What would be an impressive CFP statement. And the Golden Gophers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the...
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Gonna run it. It's Taylor. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid game here to move the sticks using his feet.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Taylor. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
He's moving out of the pocket now, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't.
The offense now has great field position to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Williams. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He'll hand it off. Breaks out of the crowd into open space. Touchdown, Minnesota. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The Golden Gophers have 1st and 10 here. Movement here from the tight end. The back's got it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Looking to pass this time. Looking to scramble to his left. Quarterback on the move, trying to make some. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. He's been shredding this defense with his scrambles today.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive moving. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Will he score here? Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This has been a dominant performance so far, up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
The game makes it second and medium. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now on the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Ball handed off. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Minnesota. And this one is getting ugly.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the Minnesota offense takes the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They're going to run it. Running with purpose. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And the beatdown continues.
But coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.